Alright, so here today in round 3, we've got Burntcustard as orange and Kisel here as black. Both are starting off fairly standard builds, it looks like. Going for some metal, some power, metal, some power. But looks like that Kisel has started here in the water. And starting on an air factory, which he did last time as well. Vehicle factory going up here for Burntcustard, however. They're pretty fair distance away from each other. And actually, a medium travel by boat. By boat could get around back here, but isn't able to get directly in there. So it's going to be anyways, power going up here for Kisel. Quite a bit of power going up. And a naval factory as well being selected to be built. Air factory going to be going up here soon, but he's already been spotted by that Firefly. Firefly makes it out with a close call with Commander. Expansion going, mediumly good expansion going on here. And it looks like that Kisel has gone ahead and put that scout on patrol. Just to go ahead and get an idea of what will be coming out here. Burntcustard working pretty hard on that air factory. Should get up pretty soon, but he's negative in power, which is hurting his economy, his build power. Naval factory kindly completed and getting out some naval fabs. And they will be able to go ahead and start expanding to all of this nice mechs here. Look at all of this beautiful mechs around here. Really nice lump sum there. Oh, and that scout is going after that fabrication vehicle. Oh, and a fire comes in, rescues it. Half health already. That's quite a bit of damage done. Fighter patrolling now. Around for Kisel. Going ahead and protect him. Fighter going around just checking things out. Another fighter around here protecting this area as this air fabricator starts working on getting some defenses up to keep any units from taking these mexes. Burntcustard moving southwards. Looks like he might be going to see about building a naval factory down here. We'll see here in a minute. Another naval factory going up here for Kisel. And also a radar. He's got one fab ship going around grabbing the metal close to his base. Not a lot of land control going on for him though, which is actually something he'll want to see about getting here soon. This game should have an interesting amount of mix of land and water battles, hopefully. Both are killing their economies. Burntcustard doing slightly better, but Kisel hurting his economy as well. Hasn't grabbed a lot of mexes at this moment. There's a lot in the water, but he just hasn't gone out and grabbed them. Also hasn't moved to the land to grab any of these mexes close by either, which are going to Burntcustard. Burntcustard working on getting a ship fab out. And actually, looks like he got the air fabricator got killed by a fighter most likely. Some nice expansions going on around. Burntcustard's expanding nicely. He has almost full control of the land, which gives him a really nice place to play around with. Lots of metal to grab. Kisel is not exercising any land control at this minute. moment. Ship Fab isn't sure what it's doing. Just sort of moving back and forth. Still no land movements for him. Fighter searching around, just making sure everything's hunky-dory on the land itself. Vehicle Fabs working on expanding. Metal is being grabbed here by those ship Fabs pretty quickly, actually. And Custard's doing quite well when it comes to economy. Advanced naval factory going up here for Kisel. He's really pushing on it. Getting a narwhal and then an orca up as well. He's going to see about taking things control. But it looks like that Burntcustard has seen most of the base for Kisel, and he'll be able to start devising a plan to take out this entire base. It's not very large compared to Kisel's. Well, Kisel's base is pretty small. He hasn't really expanded across most of this water or even onto the land, as you can see. Most of this land belongs to Burntcustard. He's taking most of the mechs and has good control over it, which is not a good thing. For Kisel. Finally getting an orca out, and it's actually not sure what it's doing. It's just sort of sitting there at this moment. Narwhals leaving the factory, just sort of sitting around. Looks like they're guarding sentry for the most part. Nice mechs expansion here. Not sure who's going for that though. Finally getting to work on a torpedo launcher. But an advanced naval factory almost halfway completed here for Burntcustard, and he isn't even breaking a sweat with his economy. And also an advanced bot factory being built. Lots being built here by Burntcustard. And actually he's building his advanced factory even faster than Kisel. Kisel going into the black a bit, the red a bit, with his power. And Burntcustard finally just having a few issues. Bombers take out a vehicle ship fabricator, and they're going for these ship fabricators. Bombers take out another one, and finally get taken down by a fighter. That's quite a bit of damage done. And the advanced naval factory is just about complete. And now it's finally built. And Leviathan starting being built here. It's really pushing on that this moment. Advanced naval fabricator being worked. Actually, I have no idea what I just said that for. Anyways, Leviathan being completed very quickly here, and it's going to be able to just wipe all of that out really quick. Quite a few naval units coming up. Advanced naval factory about 4/5 of the way completed. Just about done. More power going up here as well. Lots of power going up. And Burntcustard has completed his advanced bot factory, and he's free to start expanding all over the land. He's got some doxes actually attacking right here without anything to stop him, actually. Finally, some work is being done on a laser defense tower, but those doxes are going to end up going for that. Actually, looks like it's reclaiming. Alright, so that they're both going after that, and there goes the naval fabricator, and it's destroyed. Stingray being built here. Leviathan moving slowly forwards, and once it gets sight on these, it's going to destroy it really quick. But since it looks like there's no radar coverage at all, he's going to run into these ships here. And fires off. Starts hammering away at those torpedo launchers. Leviathan also Stingray also helping fire some missiles. Quite a few units coming in. Leviathan takes out a narwhal. And actually it's going to go down here. And it is taken down. Sunfish destroyed as well. But finally getting some radar coverage. And that work is going to do some damage to that Stingray. Orca's taken down and Stingray's lost as well. Leviathan out now and a Stingray as well, and that Stingray's moving forwards. Advanced metal extractors going up around the world with that bot fabricator. Quite a few units coming forwards, and actually as long as that Leviathan has everything within range, he'll be able to hit them pretty well. Leviathan does a lot of damage. Takes a shot. And fires again, taking out 2 enemy units. And he's actually headed straight for all of these defenses, which is not a good thing. Stingray staying back and doing some more bombardment, which is a much better idea. Leviathans are really good at range, but if you get them up too close, they're just going to be swamped by these units. So you want to keep them at range. Sniper bots coming in and destroying all of these turret defenses. But Leviathan is able to take them out. And these two guys just sitting here, not really doing anything at this moment. Nuke going up here for Burntcustard, slowly being built. And looks like he's not pushing on it at all, really. More Stingrays coming out as well. And that naval factory has been destroyed. Slowly working on getting more and more ships out. Alright, Nuke is being rushed on pretty well. It's going to take a few minutes before it's completed though. So we're going to move out and go back over here. Advanced power being worked on. And Leviathan working on destroying those fighters, which sadly have decided to land, which makes them vulnerable targets to any sort of bombardment. Ships coming forwards, working on more and more power. But what's not good for Kisel is that his base is really concentrated. All of this is just shoved right there. A nuke hit can destroy quite a bit of this, but it wouldn't destroy quite as much of his base, of Burntcustard's base, as it would Kisel. If he launches that nuke and lands it straight in the middle here, it should destroy pretty much all of that, which would be a really big loss, and actually might force Kisel to forfeit the game. Let's see, no radar. Oh, there's a radar. And that Stingray sees the enemy, starts launching a few missiles. And Leviathan takes a shot and hits the Stingray. Stingray is almost killed. That Leviathan will kill that Stingray. But this Leviathan should take out that. And that Leviathan is killed, and so is the Naval Fabricator. Leviathan moving in, and it looks like he's trying to work on just bombarding this area, which would work. I say would, because the range of these units... Oh, and the nuke was launched. Let's go back really quick. Alright. Let's watch a quick replay of that. Everything's hunky-dory, and then in comes the nuke. And that is a big loss. And it looks like Kestrels were brought in, try to snipe the comm. Comm barely makes it out of there alive. And it looks like for a moment he was going to start working on an anti-nuke, but instead he's decided to work on a flat cannon. But that another nuke is almost complete. There is no way that his comm's going to be able to survive for much longer. And especially if there's another nuke. Naval units starting to come forwards. And sniper bots brought in, and they're just taking out what's left. But there is actually nothing left. Nuke is pretty much complete, and it is going to be used on Kisel if he's not careful. But first he has to find out where Kisel went. Although there doesn't seem to be a search going on at all. Sniper bots are being taken out by the Stingray and by the Leviathan there, and they are destroyed. Advanced Naval Factory was being worked on, but got destroyed here. Leviathans and Stingrays coming forwards now. And they're going after all of these torpedo launchers, taken out for the most part. Now the Leviathans... Oh! And it looks like he found out where the comm went. Oh, looks like they got Kestrels in there. Killed the comm. It was a snipe. And Burntcustard wins against Kisel. And that is the end of round 3. Yep. Just as another nuke comes in.